Now, President William Ruto has warned the youth against succumbing to negative peer pressure, warning that freedom without responsibility amounts to recklessness. Speaking during the 95th St. John Ambulance Kenya annual parade at State House Nairobi, the head of state emphasized the need for civic responsibility. His remarks came amid reports of planned youth demonstrations on Thursday next week to commemorate those who died during the anti-finance bill protests. Joseph Wakhungu has a report.
Hundreds of volunteers, cadets, officers and partners gathered to mark the 95th St. John Ambulance Kenya annual parade in Nairobi. The event celebrated the organization's footprint in emergency medical response, first aid training and disaster preparedness.
On our roadsides, in our stadia, in our schools, in our villages and communities, you are often the first to arrive when tragedy strikes.
Your Excellency, we recognize, as the Ministry of Health, we recognize St. John Ambulance Kenya as a very strategic partner in advancing Taifa Care, our model for universal health coverage.
As Kenya continues to transform its healthcare system, St. John Ambulance stands ready to play an even greater role in supporting national health priorities.
It is here that the President challenged young people to become problem solvers, builders and responsible citizens rather than agents of destruction.
These past few weeks, our nation has regrettably carried the pain of losing young lives in places where children should have been safest. Our young people must draw lessons from these incidences.
The head of state pointed out that many young people often end up on the wrong side of the law due to poor choices and peer influence.
Be the generation that understands that every action matters, every choice counts, and every choice carries consequences.
He urged parents to step up and provide the necessary guidance to steer the youth on the right path.
There is no child without a father. Yes. The same way there is no child without a mother. So we must carry that responsibility.
As the patron of St. John Ambulance, the President announced that the government will allocate land in Upper Hill for a modern national training and coordination center. Parliament has already agreed to inject 300 million shillings into the venture once the organization surrenders its current headquarters along Parliament Road.
Today, I reaffirm the government of Kenya's commitment that we will give you land at Upper Hill. Let me say this. I made that commitment, and tomorrow you can collect your title from the Ministry of Lands. It's ready.
The head of state also announced a multi-billion shillings package in support for the humanitarian organization, including land, funding, ambulances and legislative reforms aimed at strengthening emergency medical response across the country. On this solemn occasion, President William Ruto has paid glowing tribute to St. John's Ambulance Kenya for their selfless service to wananchi, terming it as a role that can be emulated by both young and old across the nation. Reporting for Sunday Express from State House Nairobi, my name is Joseph Wakhungu.